Good day, everyone. This is Meredith Leon McCormick for World Bride Magazine, and it is a new year, 2024, and it's already popping off, and people are just amazing. We're getting lots of new wonderful followers and wonderful vendors, and boy, do I have a treat for you. We caught up with I'm going to call her a celebrity. She's a celebrity. She herself, Gabrielle Stowe, is a celebrity herself. She has this amazing video where we see couples skiing. We decided, well, let's post it up and see how our readers love it. Our readers love it, and you guys went crazy for it. So you guys are in for a treat. We caught up with Gabrielle. She was in first home, and then she was in Italy, and now she's in Austria doing her thing. So we are going to let her educate us about her amazing talent. So welcome, Gabrielle. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thanks for having me.
I love you already. I totally love you. Oh, we do have to tell everybody, we didn't plan to wear pink together. We had no idea. It just happened. So please give us your full name and the name of the company.
Sure. So my name is Gabrielle Stowe, and my company is Ski the Day.
Okay, but you're not just a ski photographer, you're a professional photographer, and you just happen to express your creativity on the ski slope with these amazing people. Is that correct? Is that the
Exactly. Yes. So I am a wedding photographer, but my specialty is ski weddings. So people who choose to get married while skiing or incorporate skiing into their day.
Okay, so now some of the questions that we were getting on our page was, does everybody ski in the wedding party, or does everybody have to ski in the wedding party? Please, let's start off with that first.
So not everybody has to ski. When people decide to have a ski wedding, there's many ways they do it, but when they want to incorporate friends and family who do not ski, typically they'll have the ceremony off the mountain or they'll have it accessible via gondola. So that video in particular, they had, their friends skied with them for a run and everybody else was enjoying cocktail hour, but because they had it at the top of the gondola, they were able to have their grandparents there and friends who didn't ski. So people can still be incorporated.
Wonderful. Now, but where were you?
They were in Steamboat, Colorado.
Whoa, I love it. I love it. I love it. So if I decided I want to have a ski wedding, but I don't ski, but my husband to be skis, has that been some of your experiences with couples, or do both always know how to ski?
Yes, so the couples both always know how to ski because it's something they want to do together. Typically, it's something they either met while skiing on a ski trip or through friends. Or I've had a lot of times where one didn't ski and the other did when they met. And so they taught the other one how to ski. And so skiing is always like a special hobby for them.
That's awesome. So, but how did they find you? How does that happen?
Yes. So because it's like highly specific, a lot of people find me through Google searches, Pinterest, and then also Instagram because I had a reel that got like 91 million views and it got like sent all around. And so it found the right people and they were able to find me.
That's amazing. So this is a very active sport, very, very active. So it's not
Yes.
like oh, I could stand down in the mountain. You yourself, do you yourself ski?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am actively skiing with them.
Okay. So when did you start skiing, and when did you realize this is something that I want to do? I have to do this. And this would be a great way to make myself stand out as a photographer. When did that happen?
So I started skiing when I was 5 and I grew up ski racing. So I was constantly on the mountain, constantly on skis. And then I became a wedding photographer and was asked to shoot a ski wedding in Jackson Hole. And I felt suited for this given my ski experience. And then after that, I realized that there's other couples out there that definitely, want to incorporate skiing into their wedding day. But, I heard from that couple how difficult it was to find someone who skied. And so looking for a photographer who can ski is like a needle in a haystack, and finding someone with the skills, someone who wants to do it,
Right.
somebody who wants to combine the two is very difficult. So I wanted to be that person and be kind of like the obvious choice that when you Googled for it, you found someone. And I wanted to be able to help couples, plan their day because, having a wedding can be stressful. Having an elopement can be
Right.
kind of hard to do. And then once you incorporate skiing, like that's a whole nother level. And with my experience, I wanted to create a business where I could, help those couples who want to do it. And so they didn't feel discouraged.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you the business side of it too, because I'm
Mhm.
sure we have other vendors, photographers themselves that are doing this. What is your insurance like? You have to be insured. There's like no way you could do something like this. Your insurance,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, no, so I have, business insurance for, my photography business. And I also hired a lawyer, when I was starting up the ski side of the business to make sure, my contract's in place for injuries and anything like that. But thankfully everything's goes smoothly.
That's amazing. From a business side of it, we always have to think of that aspect. It's not only you, but the
Yeah,
people involved in it and
yeah,
the
yeah,
loss, the loss of your equipment, God forbid anything happens to your camera and all that other, human
yeah,
accidents will happen.
yeah.
Um, so now you're not only based, you don't only shoot America, you travel the world to do this because you're right now, like I mentioned earlier, you're in Austria, correct?
Yes, that's correct. So I'm based in Colorado in the Breckenridge area. There's a bunch of ski resorts around there, so it's a ski town. But then I also shoot all over. So, I'm going to be going to Utah next month, so February and March, and I just booked shoots in Montana and Maine, so all over. And then I just wrapped up a ski wedding in Italy. So I go wherever people want to go.
Wow. Okay, so now just again, let's go back to the business side of it. And then also for the couples to understand, they want you because you're very specific and it's a smaller niche. But
Yes.
but who pays for you to travel and accommodation? Who's that? Whose responsibility is that?
So I have different pricing based on location. So I have like Europe pricing and different state pricing, and that's just all included. So I'm the one booking my flights and my accommodations. I have both the Epic and the Icon pass. If I had to buy a different pass for that mountain, it's everything's included.
Wow. So you're completely prepared for everything.
Yeah, yeah.
There's passport ready and bag ready and equipment. So now,
Yes.
what are some of the challenges you've had to face personally with either with your equipment, you as an artist, or the couple? What are just maybe one or two?
Let's see. Oh, challenges I faced. I mean, just like choosing the right equipment, making sure I have everything on me. Usually I'm carrying a lot of equipment on me as well as some of the couple's items. So a jacket. A lot of times people see my pictures and the couples aren't wearing helmets, but a lot of times they're attached to my bag. So I always make sure that I'm prepared and have everything that I need on me.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I saw another person make a comment and said, "Wow, not a helmet in sight." You know, but
Yeah.
I don't think you as a professional would even allow that, and because I'm sure there's things that they would have to sign where you tell them please have a helmet on, and then of course it's their responsibility. You can't make anybody do anything, but usually just for the shot, they probably take it off, correct?
Yes. So it's up like, safety is always first, like, I wanna make sure that everyone totally feels safe, and the couples who decide to go without a helmet, usually it's for 1 run. If they're spending the whole day skiing, they might wear their helmet the rest of the day, and all of them, if they're choosing to get married this way, they're pretty good skiers, and they're gonna take it a little bit easy, especially if, they're in a dress. They're not used to, skiing in a dress, so they're gonna go maybe a little slower than they usually do. So, yeah, I keep
Get that
all
shot.
their equipment that they want on hand. Yeah, exactly. I keep all the equipment they want on hand on me. But yeah, everyone is skiing as safely as possible. They're skiing a little slower.
So there you have it for all of you guys who made those comments or asked questions. she is very thorough about her safety of herself and her clients, but ultimately no one can force anyone to do anything. And we love the fact that you take those extra precautions. So I'm going to want everyone to read the article that we're going to be featuring you in. So I don't want to say too much. The other things are going to have to catch in writing. And I want everyone to follow you on all your social media and your website. So can you please tell us where everyone can find you?
Yeah, totally. So my Instagram and my TikTok are at Ski the Day, and my
Mhm.
website is skitheday.com.
Fantastic. We're not going to talk about pricing, everyone. So that's something, as you all know, it varies based on location, destination, and what is involved in it. And of course, head count too, right? Depending on the
Um,
people. Is it the
so
more
that
difficult?
so number of guests does not factor into my pricing. So
Okay.
all my pricing is just online.
Okay. So now the other thing I forgot to ask you is, do you have a second shooter with you in it, or is it just you?
So typically it's just me. On occasion, when I shoot weddings where it's like a larger, more traditional wedding, but they're doing one ski run, they'll
Mhm.
want a second shooter. And so I'll bring someone along with me, but typically they're not doing the ski runs. I also have a videographer I work with. Her name's Kat. We just shot in Italy together. So she's on photo, or I'm on photo, she's on video. But
Okay.
typically it's just me on photo.
Okay. Have you shot in Switzerland?
Not yet, but that's on the list.
Oh, yes. I just spent a month in Switzerland and I'm
Oh my
obsessed.
gosh,
But not
that's
just
amazing.
recently. I did it during the summer, so the weather was
Oh,
beautiful. I saw the
I'm sure.
mountains and it was just gorgeous. My cousin has a house there and they were generous enough to host me, darling.
That's amazing.
It was wonderful. And then I have some wonderful hotels that have invited me. And I'm
Ooh.
St. Moritz that I want to go. I have to go. So now that I have my own photographer, Miss Gabrielle,
Hit me up.
we're going to be going to
That sounds amazing.
Switzerland. But I definitely want to invite you to New York City. Upstate New York has beautiful weather during the Adirondacks, and then they have a whole
Yeah.
I believe it's almost like, because I believe the person that runs this program, that it was a Winter Olympics. He was a Winter Olympics winner. So he
Oh,
started the
wow.
whole thing in the Adirondacks. So we were
Oh, wow.
invited to it. I might make a run there just to see the ski jump and all this other stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Not ski. And I'm
Yeah.
an island girl, so I love the warm weather, but I love the sexy and the beauty of the whole skiing thing. So I will be out there in my snow bunny suit. Watch
Oh, fun.
you.
Well, I actually grew up in Rochester, New York. So
Oh, you're a New
I was up
Yorker.
there.
You're a New Yorker, so you're going to be
Yeah.
coming back home. So I Love New York needs to know about you because you're their girl, because you captured the most epic pictures, and I'm just so excited to be able to share this with our viewers and our readers. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so we'll catch up for the written piece, and I'm going to make sure that our followers follow you, and thank you, and be safe out there, and see you soon.
Yeah, thanks.
So guys, there you have it, the beautiful Gabrielle Stowe. You guys have to follow her. Her work is absolutely beautiful. And to see a woman in this industry doing her thing is so exciting for me. It's usually male dominated, especially in the fashion world. You guys know women are just seeping in, but now can you imagine it's even more niche for her being in the ski section of the photography world. So please stay tuned as we continue to bring amazing guests such as Gabrielle, and we will check with you the next interview. Ciao, Bella.